The Daniel J. Love and Light celebration was put together in less than a week, and it was pretty amazing. I got to see a lot of people I hadn't seen from back when I got my first job at a record store at Jelly's when it was on Pecoy and subsequent locations, Radio Free Hawaii, and then all the nightclubs from Wave Waikiki, Pink Cadillac, Pink's Garage. So it was cool. It was an amazing cross-section of folks, young and old, and a few people flew in from the neighbor island or from the mainland to, I think, just collectively connect our hearts and memories with Daniel, because he's a lot of love and a lot of light, for real. And so it's still kind of surprising that he's no longer physically with us, you know.
Yeah, it was pouring rain. It wasn't just raining. It was, I mean, I left, I had to walk down to get the bus. I was totally soaked. I went into Starbucks and tried to rinse out my clothes. They didn't like it. It was wet.
Thank you for coming out this Aloha Sunday. I would love to do a group photo right now, because I know some people need to, leave, and they just wanted to come by and just say hi to people. But where the DJ equipment is, come on the other side. We'd love to take a group photo.
So when I got there, it was overwhelming. Because one, wow, all these people showed up. And then you're really looking at the people, and I'm going, wow, these are all the people that we grew up with from the 90s. Some of them I always knew from, hey, and some of them I knew, real close, but they were all there. And it was a trip, and there was a lot of people I hadn't seen in 25 years. I thought it was a beautiful, beautiful send-off, and it was exactly, I think, the way Dee would have liked it. Everyone started dancing and prancing, and not a lot of us weren't, all sobby-sob. We were celebrating his life, like for real, and I thought that was a wonderful thing. So I think it went off way better than any of us could have imagined.
I wasn't sure exactly what to say, so I wasn't sure if I was going to say anything, and I didn't write anything down. But just everyone getting together, it kind of just made me realize why I'm supposed to say something. Because I'm noticing everybody from different parts of Daniel's life. There's people that couldn't be here that are trying to fly here that hopefully are listening right now, wherever the stream is going, that are like his family as well. And then I decided that I don't care if you've known Daniel for a week or if you've known him since high school. He's that guy that kind of touches you forever, and you feel like, right? So I'm not going to be my judgy little self that I can be sometimes and try and be protective of Daniel. And I just want you guys to know, if I haven't got a hold of you, you guys, everyone means the same. He doesn't care how much money you have. He doesn't care if you're homeless or if you have a yacht or a boat. He literally treated every single human being the same. And I just know right now he's super excited. And I just know, I feel it. I'm sure you guys do too. And I just want to say I appreciate you guys and thank you so much for your help, because everybody had a part of this, and it took a whole community, like everything does with Yannell, right? So thank you so much.
Daniel J, he's just a friend to everybody, a very loving person, and he had the bop of the walk. You could be in an airplane and you could see him on the walking. I mean, it was that distinctive, his walk.
He'd kind of be bounding in like Tigger, Winnie the Pooh kind of thing. Hey, how are you doing? Making eye contact, smiling, and he'd be like,
And James Cole told me in San Francisco one night at 3 o'clock in the morning, he was walking down the street and he saw the bop way in the head. He couldn't see the face, couldn't see it. Daniel J! And turned around, and they both went to the late party, 3 o'clock in the morning. And that was Daniel.
Oh, God. I used to always call him, it's like, dude, you are such the nowadays hippie. I mean, he was like a 60s child mixed up with the rave culture. And then you can turn around and be this worldly European type dude. I mean, he was a worldly cat. He was a worldly cat, and he really, really was all about what he used to always say, that love, love, love. It was all about, I used to think, he used to say that back in the 90s. I was like, man, calm down with that shit, but then, because he grew up way older, he was way more, he matured way faster than I did, for sure, So I sometimes I didn't get it, but then as I started to get older, I'm like, oh shit, oh yeah, he's the man. Yeah, he always had it figured out, you know.
He came to Jelly's one day and he says, you know, I want to do a show on KIKI and a late show at 12 o'clock and I need a sponsor, otherwise they're not going to let me do it. I said, okay.
So they said that the first rave was in Waikiki. No, the first rave was not in Waikiki. The first rave, house party, love club was at Anna Bananas. And I remember walking up the stairs with him in the daytime going, this is a shithole, man. What the hell are we gonna do in this place, you know? And there's nowhere to dance. He's moved all the chairs. He goes, there's your dance. I go, where's the sound? He goes, well, we got sound. And set it up over there. And I was like, oh shit. He says, here's a little flyer and we'll charge $5. I was like, well shit, this is gonna be fun, you know? And then that changed my life, actually. I would have never wanted to be a promoter if it wasn't for Daniel. Never. What was the feeling for the very first one? Peace, love, and unity, baby. That's really what it was. It was peace, love, and unity and intimacy, and it was about as raw as you and about as underground as you can get. Extremely intimate. I mean, we might have had, God, I really can't even put a number. So, I mean, if there was 100 people, we were going off, you know? And then when techno hit, oh, forget it. Because now there was something to call it. It was a rave, you know, and techno music came and it was 100%, it was on.
People controlled the music of the station. That was Radio Free Hawaii. And Dance Floor Democracy was the very first week. This is hard to believe. We were on the air 1 week. We were on a country station before. It was a country station before we took it over. And the very first week we had 2,000 people at the Pink's Garage for the Dance Floor Democracy. Partly because they knew Daniel J.
He never compromised. That's what I always loved about Daniel. He never compromised, and he loved that vast variety of music like I did, you know? And there wasn't a lot of cats that did that. You know, there was cats, I'm hip hop till I die, or I'm house till I die. Well, that's cool, that's fine for you guys, but there's a lot of shit out there. You know, I can listen to, you know, Front 242 and go into fucking Eurasia and listen to some KRS-One and then go over here have some sweet ass house music and then go listen to some big band music, you know. And Daniel was the same, you know. That's what I really loved about Daniel.
And he was, I didn't know it, but he was like the #1 DJ in Hawaii, and probably one of the top 5 in the country, and he never asked for any money.
I was in California. I just got in last night. Being out there, everything's going on. So unfortunately, I wasn't here. Daniel and I.
I know. I have to pull it away from him.
You guys want to hear me quiver?
Yes.
Huh? Is that what you want to hear? Okay.
I want to see you cry.
So Daniel and I had Christmas dinner, and we talked a whole bunch about his life, his friends, and how important each and every one of you is to him. Daniel's all about love and light, and the love that he had in his heart, I'm sure, touched everyone here and tenfold all the way across the globe. And we just want to thank you folks for your continued support with Daniel. You know, through all of the trials, tribulations, ups and downs, good parts, the parties at Waimanalo Beach Park and raging at Turtle Bay in North Shore. I would just like to end on just a quick prayer. Hey, dear Lord, our prime mover up above, thank you so much for being with us and watching over every step that we take. We don't know when our time is up. You know, Daniel always wanted to beat me, and he beat me there. Always supposed to be my time, that's for sure. Lord, thank you for just the continued blessings that you give to us, all of us, that love that Daniel has, and he's never going to die in our hearts. He'll always be that ultra loving guy with love and lightness that given from his body on a continuum. Let's just continue to perpetuate that through the coming years and months and see all you guys in the club dancing your souls out, and thanks again. Thank you, Lord. I ask this all in your Son, Jesus' name. Thanks again. Amen.
Like personally, I don't know if he ever thought he would ever be a parent. And when he became a dad to Xavier, and when he would talk about Z, it was like he's happy, but there would be this other extra when he would be talking about it. He was so proud, you know, of everything that Z did, and he also learned a lot of patience. And I think maybe just as an observer, when I would see them together, that he didn't know the depths of his heart when he would, you know, be with his son, with Z, which is amazing.
He idolized that kid and he supported that kid to the max. I mean, he was like just so proud of him. It was unbelievable. And he would bring him to the store and have him play the ukulele for me. He was just so proud.
What have I been thinking about as far as Daniel in the last couple of weeks by myself was that his joy with his son. That's what I was thinking about. And you know, we can't dwell on what's not going to happen, but you know, it was a beautiful thing. Him and his son for a while were asking. There that is.
But I hope there's some kind of a little nugget of consolation knowing that Daniel loved you, that he loved you very much, and he's happy.